Suspense is our first release in the MIDI Moods series. With Suspense, you'll set a dark, ominous tone in your next track by dragging and dropping the MIDI into any DAW. Suspense's MIDI loops feature complex chords and unique instrument voicings that are inspired by artists like Travis Scott, Burial, Kodak Black, Aphex Twin, and more. These loops are purpose-built to inspire producers in any genre. They even work as an excellent starter for cinematic score. If you're producing hip-hop, grime, trap, drill, deep house, dark house, UKG, reggaeton, and other similar genres, Suspense is a must. These loops are all royalty-free and compatible with all DAWs, VSTs, and samplers. Let's take a look inside the pack. Suspense delivers 10 unique songs, 56 song sections, and 144 MIDI regions for multiple instruments. After purchasing and downloading the pack, open your DAW and drag in one of the section files. Let's use Suspense number 4, section 5. Make note of the suggested BPM and time signature, and change your session to match if you'd like. You can change this to anything later on as well. Once the MIDI file is loaded, you'll see 4 MIDI regions, and each is labeled with the section and instrument information. See S5 bass, for example. S5 stands for section 5. Bass, of course, indicates that this is a bass part. Each region has a similar label, and we can see this section includes parts for bass, plucks, chords, and melody. If you're working in Logic Pro like me, the DAW loads a piano VST as the default for all the MIDI regions. We formatted the MIDI in this way, without loading specific instrument information, to cut down the time it takes for your DAW to load the MIDI files. It also prevents your session from loading unwanted stock sounds and VSTs, which you'll end up changing anyways. Each DAW is different, but if you refer to the labels on the MIDI regions to make your instrument selection, you'll hear the MIDI in the way it was intended. Before changing up the VSTs, let's listen to the track as 4 piano parts. Sounds great, right out of the box. You can hear how the composition creates a tense, ominous, and suspenseful mood, which you can develop further with the other sections in the song folder, or start creating your own ideas. Now that I have my bearings with this MIDI file, I'll start customizing the VSTs to develop the sound. Cool, so that only took me a few minutes, and I mostly used Xverserum to replace the piano. I also dropped in a drum loop. Let's listen. Not bad. I took this one in a hip-hop direction, but we could really go in any which way. Just follow this same process for the other sections in the song folder, arrange them to your taste, and you'll be finished your track in no time. Now that we've learned to navigate the pack folders, and started developing our own sound by changing the VSTs, let's change things up a bit. Let's listen to a shortened part of this section playing over different drum beats from different genres to demonstrate the pack's versatility for creating in any style. In the next examples, I'll only change the drum loop, BPM, and set the new drum beat as the groove track. This groove function will alter the MIDI timing slightly, but should yield some great results. First up, here's a house beat at 125 BPM. Great, cool. Next up, a reggaeton beat at 100 BPM. Right on. Here's a grime beat at 144 BPM. A UK garage beat at 128 BPM. Sweet. And finally, a drill beat at 138 BPM. Awesome. As you can see, the pack is super versatile, and the MIDI can be used for any genre. When you pick up a MIDI Moods pack, we hope you love them as much as we do. Here's to you creating your best music with Essential MIDI. Thanks for watching.